everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new here, I'm Freyleyce, and today I have another book haul for y'all. Please ignore my shelves back there. They're looking real bare because I have all the books laid out for you guys that I'm gonna haul. I think I'm finally ready to say that I have a book buying addiction. I didn't really understand y'all when you said that like you couldn't stop buying books, and now I do. I've bought like 25 books in the past 3 weeks. It's a bit of an issue, but at the same time, it's not really. I'm not gonna spend this money on anything else, and these bring me joy, so I give a fuck and I don't really give a fuck at the same time. Either way, I've got my book set up right next to me. Let's get into this haul. I think I have like 25, 27, I don't really know. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see my next book haul, which will hopefully not be in like 2 weeks. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at hiding the books from you guys because of like this behind me. Like I'm kind of in front of my shelf now, but let's go to a stack that I recently just got. Y'all have not seen this at all yet. And you might know that I kind of like prefer to buy and stack my books with color combos. Like I really love having color shelves and keeping all the colors in one spot. It just satisfies me. So we're gonna start with a red stack. I literally bought them thinking like, oh, I'm gonna start a red shelf next. So the first one I got is Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington. I read this one last month, I think, maybe the month before, and I did really enjoy it. I love the cover. It's really discreet, but at the top it says, "My first love ended in tragedy. My second began with his brother." So if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't even know what this book is about, and I wish that they like took that off. I really love this cover. It's not actually red, but it's like pinkish, and it's not matte. If you watched me before, I think in every single video I say how much I dislike shiny covers, and this one is a shiny cover. So I think authors really need to get their shit together and stop making shiny covers. It's so hard for like bookstagrammers, booktubers, everyone to talk about your book if it has a shine like this. Like, either way, I'm very glad I got that book. It is really pretty, and it was a beautiful story. And speaking of matte covers, next we have The Black Sunshine Duet by Karina Halley, I'm not sure. This is a gothic paranormal vampire romance. Fuck me, it's hot. Like, so hot and so discreet. Like, these covers are chef's kiss. And especially, let me show you this. I'm obsessed with this. Wait, this is the way it goes, but like, look at the sides of this. I really don't know if I'm gonna have them displayed like this, or like one of them like this, or if I'm gonna do it like that. But they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I love this duet. I read it for Halloween, and it's so good. I recommend it a lot. And to finally have these on my shelf, so happy. And another duet, and that is the Cat and Mouse Duet by H.D. Carlton. These are some thick ass books, y'all. Like thick ass books. We have Haunting Adeline, which is the first one, and then Hunting Adeline, which is the second one. I love the name Hunting Adeline, by the way. Like, I think it was perfectly fitted for the names, but the covers are super similar, and at first I was really not with that, but now, like, putting them together, hot as fuck, like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The covers are really gorgeous. This is another gothic romance that is really spicy, but they had discreet covers, so that's a win. Next, I have a trilogy bind up. That is the Santiago trilogy by Katherine Wilcher. Look at how fucking thick this is. Like, what? This is my hand, okay? Like, that is not normal. Since it is a bind up, there is no pages, but I gotta say, yeah, it's thick. It is a thick ass book. I got this purely for the beauty, because there is no way that I'd be able to read like that. Like, are you kidding me? The non-bind up version is not a discreet cover, but the bind up version is a discreet cover, which I love. If you couldn't tell already, I love discreet covers just because then I want them on my shelf more. Like, I don't want a naked man on the cover. A naked woman, though, that's a little different. That's hot. But either way, I did think this one was gonna be uber discreet, but it kind of wasn't because it says a dark mafia romance at the bottom. And so I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just put it like this. And then at the top, it says a dark mafia romance. Either way, I don't know how I'm gonna display this. I'm a little unhappy with myself that I didn't see that. Let's go for Black Spines next, because I love going in a color-coded order. These are some standalones that I got a few weeks ago. It came in an order with another series that I got, but, oh, sorry, that was the wrong book. Let's start with The Sacrifice by Jessica Gadziala. This was super cheap. It was like 13 bucks. It is a really short book. It's like mini size itself, which I was a little unhappy about because it doesn't really match any of the other books on my shelf. Like, none of them are really that small because I really hate buying novellas. Like, they're like fucking that thin. Like, what's the fucking point? But this one is not quite a novella. It's like 250 pages, I think. I don't want to look into it actually because I love going books blind. So this one is a paranormal MC romance. Yeah, like, excuse me. Two of my favorite things, and I've unfortunately peeked in it and did seem pretty steamy. So I'm very excited to get to this. I always, whenever I see a gothic romance, I'm like, oh my god, keep it on the Halloween TBR. But bitch, Halloween is months away, so I gotta read them sometime before then. And then next is a fucking gorgeous cover. That is What Grows Dies Here by Anne Malcolm. Fuck me, you see that cover? I found Anne Malcolm on Instagram, and it was just before this book came out, and I was like, holy shit, that is a gorgeous book. And so I knew I was gonna read it as soon as it came out, and then I was like, let's buy it because this cover, gorgeous. I do really want to read more of Anne Malcolm. I feel like she's gonna be a really underrated author. I actually found one of her books last Halloween. My Halloween TBR was like 60 fucking books long, so I didn't get to it, but I really want to go back to it because I think she writes a lot of MC romances. This one, I'm not sure if it's MC, but I know it's childhood friends to lovers, I think, and super emotional and really dark, and I'm like, anytime you say friends to lovers and dark romance, I will be there. I will be reading that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be reading this real soon. I want to read it in May. Look how pretty! And the next one is a series. It is a long ass series. That is the Elite Kings Club series, 8 books long, by Amo Jones. Oh my god. Let me show you one by one, okay? This is a like secret society, dark ass romance. It's really twisted and fucked up and really messy, but it's so good, and it's like a second home because I love these characters so much, even though they're so fucking flawed. But the first one is the Silver Swan. Once again, the discreet covers in these, chef's kiss. And then we have the Broken Puppet. My god, Broken Puppet. I don't love this cover as much. The first 3 books are about one couple, and I absolutely hate that couple. Like, they are so cringy, but I love the series. I truly do. I just really don't like those first 2 characters. It goes Saint and Brantley, then it goes Nate and Tilly, and then it goes Bishop and Madison. Actually, no, you can put, oh, that's a spoiler. You can put like one of the characters' cousins and her love interest, even though we don't even get to see their point of view, we just get to see their side story. You can put them above Bishop and Madison. Either way, Bishop and Madison, I don't like them. But this is the 3rd book in their story. Their conclusion actually comes in a novella at the very end. But then next you have Nate and Tilly's story. Nate is the ultimate fuckboy, but Tilly reins this dude in and is so hot. Their story, I just had a few issues with, and I didn't love them as much as Saint and Brantley. So let's move on to Saint and Brantley. But these covers are just gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And their spines are really gorgeous too. But Saint and Brantley, these two are like one of my favorite couples ever. They give off like good girl, bad boy vibes. But Saint doesn't turn out to be a good girl, and it's so hot. Santiago, it's fucking Latin. I don't know how to say it. Part 1 and 2, gorgeous. Gorgeous! And then the novella at the end, which is Ruined Castles. I actually didn't know if I was gonna get this novella, but it was like 10 bucks. And so I was like, yeah, I may as well. I live in Canada, and Canadian books are so expensive. Like, I buy them from Amazon because that's the cheapest. I buy from bookstores when I can, but Amazon's the cheapest, so that's normally what I go with. And even then, it's so fucking expensive. We're going through this in such a short time. I wanted this shit to last, but that's okay. We're gonna move on to a blue stack, and then we're gonna move on to a green stack. Next up is Ominous Book 2, actually. Hear me out, okay? I read Ecstasy in June, I think, of last year. Maybe it was July. And I liked it a lot. I truly want to become a fan of KV Rose. I just haven't read much shit from her. I know I'll love her. I just haven't gotten around to it, which is weird because I normally like check shit off my TBR like that. But either way, Ominous is the extension of Ecstasy's love triangle. The guy that she doesn't end up with, you see in Ominous 1 and 2. And I know it's super toxic, messy, dramatic, dark, and I'm here for it. So I bought the second book because I told myself I was going to spend $250, and Ominous Book 1 was $27, and that would be $252. And I didn't want to spend that, so this one brought me to $149.50, and I was like, okay. The train of thought is a little flawed there, but either way. Next we have Crazy for This Girl by Hazel Grace. This is a really contemporary friends to lovers, second chance, forced proximity, workplace romance, tortured hero, groveling hero, romance. That just summed it up, but this is one of my favorite contemporary reads of this year. When I do dabble in contemporary, it has to be tropes that I love, and this one checked every trope, like every trope. So while it's not really a discreet cover and it's not matte, I got it anyway. I wanted to support Hazel Grace as an author, but just this book was really pretty too. This way is probably how it's gonna go, but yeah, it was also blue, and I have a blue stack. So next is the green stack, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books long. We'll start with Ecstasy. I did buy it. I bought it because of this. Have you ever seen such a gorgeous spine? This is the one I was talking about before. This comes before Ominous book 1 and 2. I really did enjoy it when I read it. It's super messy and it's a love triangle, so it has to be. But I did really enjoy their story, and the cover, but mainly the spine, is what made me buy it. Yeah, because I have a green stack, which I'll show you after. Actually, maybe at the end I'll show you all my stacks together because they're so pretty. And I know you guys have been asking for a bookshelf tour, but that is coming once I fill up more of my bookshelves, so probably like 2 book hauls from now. And that could be a month or that could be 3 months, so can't really give you a date there. But I have the bookshelf behind me, I have a bookshelf above my desk, I have a bookshelf next to my desk, and I have a bookshelf next to my dresser that I'm gonna fill before I give y'all a haul. Oh, and then I have a little tiny bookshelf here, but it's kind of filled with my dystopian raids at the moment. So yeah, once I fill up those, then I will give y'all a haul. But I'm already like planning on buying more books this weekend. Yeah, so I don't think it'll be that long. And then next we have Manic by Emma Jones. This is not a fucking discreet cover, but it's okay. It's okay, because this is gorgeous. And this with this is gorgeous. Obviously, I have an obsession with Emma Jones's books, or Emma Jones's heroes. Aaron is part of the Bratva, and he's a rapper, so like combine 2 of my favorite tropes, and you get this book. I really wanted this book on my shelf. Not this side though, because I think we know why, but this side definitely. And then you have the Raven Hood trilogy, and yes, I know they're in the wrong order. It goes Flock, Exodus, then the Finish Line, but I have it in Exodus, Flock, and then the Finish Line because on my shelf they just blend better with the spines. I'm sorry, that's just how I go, okay? I told you guys in my last wrap-up that I was reading these and I finished them. I will give you my thoughts in my May wrap-up, but I did really enjoy this one. I mainly got it because I've read some of Kate Stewart's books before and I did enjoy them, but also because of the covers. Because like this cover is so pretty, and this cover is even prettier, and this cover is just great. I tried reading Flock last year and I didn't really love it, but I knew I would have loved it, so I bought it in paperback and then reread it, and it was great because the experience when you're reading in paperback is just so rewarding, and it feels much more like an experience and not just a book read, you know? So I did read them, I enjoyed them. Like I said, thoughts coming in my wrap up, but I'm so happy to have them on my shelf. And then I have one more book to show you. This one was an accident. My mom got me The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This shows up like real neon on here and I don't like that, so I'm gonna put it down. But my mom went to the bookstore and she asked me if I wanted anything, so I was like, yeah, can you grab me something from the book talk section? So she asked the employee to pick out some books that they liked, and so they got me this one. And if you watched my reading vlog from January, I think, I did read this one and I absolutely hated it because it's Fade to Black. I didn't like the turns that it was taking after it was Fade to Black. Like I was literally gonna put it down because it was Fade to Black, and then I listened a little bit more and I didn't like the turns it was taking, so I was like, bye. And then my mom got it for me and I have it on my shelf. I will be returning it because I would rather buy more books that I actually liked. I'm thinking of buying a Mariana Zapata book because she did get it from Kohl's, and it really doesn't have much variety or like dark romance like I would normally read, so it only seems to have contemporary and fantasy. So I'm probably gonna buy some Mariana Zapata, maybe some Colleen Hoover, but I don't think so. So yeah, that is all for the haul. Let me show you my spines now because this shit is something I'm so proud of. So this is the green spine. We also have Verity up there, which I hauled last time, and that goes next to it. I'm thinking it's gonna look something like that for now, but who knows? I reorganize my bookshelves like every day, so we'll see. Here is my black and blue stack. This is looking real depressing right now, but it's gonna shape up to be more, okay? Here is my red stack. Well, it's kind of like red and pink, but basically like some of my favorites and some of the most gorgeous covers I've ever had. And then here is my Elite Kings Club stack. I don't know why I said that last stack like there was gonna be more. That is it. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. I'm sorry it's a little late. I accidentally deleted some footage and fucked up the video, but I was so glad to be doing this again because I love doing book hauls. Thank you so much again for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's hope I see you in another book haul soon, but at the same time, let's hope I don't. I'll see y'all in my next video very soon. Thank you again.